this parsha speaks a lot of halachos. So one of the questions someone asked me is, are you allowed to take revenge from someone that's not a Jew? In other words, the mitzvah of the Torah is, don't take revenge, don't hold a grudge of the Jewish people, and you should love a Jew like yourself. Does this apply for a non-Jew? In other words, as a non-Jew, you don't hurt you in any way, he embarrassed you. Are you allowed to take revenge from a non-Jew? Or a grudge? You have a grudge on a non-Jew. Loving, it says, La re'acha, you should only love re'acha, which is your kind, which is a Jew. There's no mitzvah in the Torah to love a non-Jew. To respect a non-Jew, yes. To be honest with a non-Jew, yes. But to love? Why do you have to love a non-Jew? There's no such a thing. Yes, it's a mitzvah, but the question is revenge. Now, interesting, the Rambam, when he explains the difference between revenge and a grudge, he says like this. Revenge means if someone asks you, could I borrow your shovel to shovel the snow? And he says, I will not lend you the shovel because you didn't lend it to me when I needed it. So what's the revenge? The revenge is, since you didn't give it to me when I needed the shovel, so I'm taking revenge and I'm not giving it to you when you need a shovel. Grudge means, what does grudge mean? That I do give you the shovel, but I say, I'm not going to be like you that you didn't give me the shovel. Get it? So that means I'm not taking revenge. I'm giving you the shovel. But I have a grudge against you, and I say that I'm not going to be like you, that I didn't give you the shovel. So you have to feel like that by a goy. So if a goy doesn't give you a shovel, and then he asks you for a shovel, what do? Do you say, I'm not giving it to you because you didn't give it to me? Do you give it to him, but you still have a grudge against him? You're getting the thing here. So the interesting thing is, there's a discussion, what's worse, grudge or revenge?
Grudge.
Well, let's look at the pasuk before. The pasuk says like this: Loisisna es achicha bilvavecha. Don't hate your brother in your heart.
That's your brother.
A brother means a Jew. Don't have a hate in your heart to a Jew. Why? You're not doing anything bad against him. You're not hurting him. But the fact that your heart has a feeling of hostility to another Jew, that is itself the sin. A goy doesn't say you can't hate him. Yeah, you have to respect him. You have to treat him with honesty. You can't lie, you can't cheat, you have to be good. But what else? Therefore, the Rambam holds that the idea, the way we treat a goy is a little different. A goy is you have to be honest and truthful because it's called Chil Hashem. Chil Hashem means if you're not going to treat the goy the way you're supposed to, with honesty and dignity, you're desecrating God's name. And they're going to say, look how Jews are bad people. They're not honest. A word is not a word. A deal is not a deal. So you have to treat them as humans. They're also creations of God. But to say that I don't have a grudge, I don't know. I can't say I don't have a grudge. He hurt me. He didn't give me the shovel when I needed it. But I'm still giving him the shovel. I'm still treating him with respect. But to say that I have to get it out of my heart, that I shouldn't have a hate because he hurt me, I shouldn't have a hard feeling, we don't have to expect that for a Jew to have that to a goy. If a guy hurt you, you could have a feeling against him. But if a Jew hurts you, since it's your brother, I don't want you to even have a grudge. I want you to get that feeling of hate out of you. Because it's your brother. It's a different category. A goy we have to treat right in actuality, in the way we speak to them, in honesty. But to say I don't feel bad that you hurt me, I do feel bad. I can't, why would a goy want to hurt a Jew? And if they do, I feel I have a grudge against them. But in a Jewish case, since it's your brother, you don't want to have the grudge, you don't want to have the hate. So anyways, you understand, I hope you understand the halacha. The main thing is that if you do have a feeling of hostility to another Jew, the Rambam says the best way to get rid of it is to speak to the person. In other words, go to him and say, listen, I feel, my heart feels very hurt. This and this you did to me, privately. So at least you get it out of your heart. You don't keep it in. That is the mitzvah. You getting what I'm saying? So revenge is, no, grudge is worse for a Jew. A grudge to a guy, you can have a grudge to a guy, but a Jew, you shouldn't have the grudge either. Because grudge is like a building. It gets built, it grows, and it stays, and it becomes big. Yeah?
In a sense, is this not what we learned at Yom Suf, when the Jews were celebrating and dancing because the Egyptians were being killed?
They weren't celebrating and dancing. They were told not to celebrate.
No, the point was that they couldn't do it because of the fact that these were also
Humans of God, yeah.
So you weren't allowed to be happy. So in effect,
And
he's saying, don't be revengeful.
No, okay, you're not allowed to express happiness. They weren't allowed to sing, but they could be joyful in their heart that their enemy is gone. But don't be happy and don't express it. Don't express it because
But
it's
in
also
effect, it's saying.
no revenge. Yeah,
Grudge ends up being revenge, no?
exactly. It's the
So
leading.
why grudge is worse?
Because grudge is what leads to everything: revenge, hate, and so on.
Russian motive.
It brings everything up. It's the motive.
Okay.
Rabbi Hanani ben Akashim,